The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Love going to throw right away. That's taken in by Watson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking at the numbers last week for Watson. 4 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. 16 yards, a first down. So, Charles, a tough task for this defense facing the league's leading passer to this point in the season. Certainly a front-runner and MVP consideration right now. What can they do to slow him down?
Well, there's so many different ways that they can go, and I'll guarantee you that defensive staff went through all of them this week in preparation. But bottom line, they want to avoid giving up the big play. They're going to play what they call top-down defense and make sure no one gets behind them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 44. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. Here's Love. Right side to Watson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Ready? Ready.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
We're scoreless after 1.
On the set.
Third and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Now a 2nd and 6. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's caught by the rookie, Jayden Reed. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Off the play fake, Love. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On the ready.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing. Love. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards for number 11. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back. And you end up getting the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Love. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
So close, that close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the
and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Powerful running. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now. Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Felix Anudike-Uzomah in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Final play of the half, Love. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's Richie James on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them They have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the... Team to zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow, line, blue, check, switch,
now
yellow.
Love. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's James returning. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the gun, it's a give to Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Love now. He'll dump this off to Cook.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll send Rice in motion. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time. 3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Now here's Mahomes. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Holding offense.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney.
Still second down.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Mahomes going to throw it here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for the late touchdown. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.